Alright guys, good morning. We're going to be test driving the MRS and we're going to be shuffling a ton of cars because it is RWB week next week and I need to finish a ton of projects. We gotta release this to the client already so that we can get the Miata out to send that to Classic Speed for the October auto show, and then the SLS finally needs to come down so that we can do some final checks before we mold the SLS, and there's a lot of things going on. I'm gonna do a major update soon on the ND Miata because that's almost done. But for now, let's test drive this MRS that's been with us for a few months, and the client has been so nice, and we finally sorted out a lot of the issues with the car and excited to test drive it. The fitment boys fixed the ride height and this car has gone through a mega transformation. Let's go over the car real quick. So I don't know much about this car. It's a Toyota MRS. They came out from year 2000 to 2005. We ended up doing the wide body conversion. We actually ended up doing the wide body conversion twice, and we had to repaint the bumper. As I remember from the last video, I fixed the bumper openings just to make it look more even. Now the hood, I wasn't so happy with the hood, so I offered a carbon hood also to give it some contrast, and maybe later on I do want to paint the wing black. The wing blade I feel should be black just to give the car some more contrast. We are running some work wheels on the car, and the car is running fitment, air suspension, and air struts. Besides all the major work, Classic Speed ended up doing the repaint. This is a Porsche lime green, acid green repaint, if I'm not mistaken. And then we have a Work Emotion two-piece wheel, work lug nuts here also, and then the Bridgestone Potenza tires. Now, we've never driven this car. I've never driven this car. This is actually a project from that guy that used to work for me but doesn't anymore, and he was the one who accepted the car, and I am now just playing catch up with sorting out all the issues on the car. A few more things that need to be done to the car is like the stereo system and a little more interior parts, but overall the car is ready for test drive. So we're gonna be bringing this out today and seeing if anything else needs to get sorted, and if not, maybe we can release it to the owner already so that he can test drive the car, have some fun with it before he gives us any comments on things that need to be fixed with the car, so that it can come back to me for the audio, because I need to find an audio guy. Honestly, we don't do that anymore, but I used to do audio when I was younger, but I have no time to do this because it's all about RWB week next week. This car is tiny. Hope these brakes are working. ABS light is on, no fuel. Adjust my mirrors. Let's show you the dash. So adjusting my mirrors. That doesn't work. Does the right mirror work? No, too. The hell, has an ABS light also. So we gotta solve that. That's not working either. Wow, terrible. There's so many things not working. The air conditioning is not cold either. Passenger window doesn't want to go down. Oh my god, I should have test driven this car before it left Classic Speed. So the rear view mirror came off too. Just got gas. This car has been converted because the signal light is on the right side and then the wiper is on the left side. The fuel door opener is there on that side, so lots of things that need to be sorted out with this car, and we're gonna drop it off in Elite Garage and hopefully they can help me figure out things with this car. I'm going to update the owner because yeah, there's a few things I'm not so happy with the finishing of this car. I need to figure out if that was our responsibility to sort out all the mechanical work of this car, because yeah, the interior also doesn't match. We went full Alcantara with the center console, the dashboard, but the door sidings don't work. Not sure what was the plan there. But for now, let's get some gas so that we can crawl our way to Merville and then talk to the boys there, see if they can help us sort all of these issues out. Wow, 2000 is almost a full tank. What is happening with this traffic? This is intensity. Mind you, it's only mid-morning and this looks like super rush hour traffic. I have this beautiful Volvo right there. It's a Polestar blue. I used to be a big fan for the early Volvos, the box type Volvos when it had the GT3 kit, even the station wagon when it used to race the GT3 series and it was super low down. So here, nice Volvo. Love the color. This is the new one too. I actually don't even know if the Philippines has a Volvo dealer. Car definitely needs an alignment. The steering is off center. It's mostly moving around. Nice thing is though, the suspension has no noise, so that's good. Ride of the suspension is good. It's a little firm, but I think it's pretty solid. And the traffic just disappeared, so no idea what was that all about. TRT baby, has an interesting exhaust note. Temperature is fine. Overall, the car is not in bad condition. It just needs a little more TLC, but we're gonna get the boys here at Elite Auto Center to do all that for us because I have no time. I want to finish this car and I need to pay someone else to do it because we have to finish other projects in the car shop also. And having no air conditioner is so hard. It's so hot inside this car right now. Oh, the things I do for the channel. Actually, I also don't know the service history of this car, which means we're going to do a full checkup, oil, fluids, and want to get rid of the ABS tires 100%. Alright, we're here now in Elite and we had to change the brake pads for Ava. Our pads in the rear were gone. I don't know if we needed to change the rear brake sensor, but this is our new alignment. We decided to go a little kind on the camber. Hopefully we don't hit. And looks like the kitty cat really had a go at my wrap. Car's just freshly washed. This is rock and roll for the weekend. Okay, let's talk to the staff here real quick and then we're going to get out of here. Do a quick checkup on the Targa. Kamusta?
Morning, Mom.
Morning. Check with the office. You're probably wondering why the Targa's back here. We were test driving it a few days ago, but when I jab the brake, car twitches ever so slightly left and feel like it's unsafe during hard braking. If you're unaware, when you hard brake, the car wants to swerve left. So we're back here doing the alignment again, but in between we dropped off Ava so we can get Ava aligned because when we reset the ride height, we screwed everything up. So just make sure when you guys are lowering your car to do the alignment because that means you're going to change the dynamics of your car and hopefully increase the tire life. And I painted the idlers on the rear. The front needs to be touched up majorly. Okay, the car is coming in. Look at this wide booty. Wide booty. I do feel we need some spacers. Yeah, I think the back definitely push out some spacers. Front's okay. Depends on the camber also. We're gonna check the camber for the car and see what needs to be done. Let's get out of here. And I pity the rear diffuser for this car. We made that aluminum little rear diffuser and it's broken already. It's sadly misshapen and scraped everywhere. But excited to feel this car and see if our alignment is solid. So I still need to order a rear brake pad sensor. Technically, I need to bed in the rear brakes. I was going to do a fluid flush, but I forgot to ask the Motul boys to send me some fluid, so we didn't end up doing that. I can do it next time once I get the rear brake pad sensor. So what happens is when you're running the car, the brake pad has this sensor right on top, and when that hits the rotor, it technically breaks off so that it tells you that your rear brake pad is very thin. So I could have still run the car for a few months because we weren't doing any heavy track use with the car, but just to get it out of the way, definitely change it. So now that we've done the alignment, the steering wheel is so much lighter. Steering wheel is a little off center, but I do need to buy the rear pad sensors. Just have no time to do this week. That's my steering wheel. It's way off center, like a whole inch. I don't blame them. They don't want to drive the cars because they're super low and super crazy. So I should tell them that I should drive the car. It's just that today I have no time. We're trying to get as much done today. What happened to this guy's exhaust tip? It's like aiming up. Okay, after lunch, we gotta bring the 550 in because we're gonna bag it. The car is too low and I do love the ride, but it's not gonna survive. I'm gonna bleed it one last time. A lot of air. Alarms are going off. Oh, the RPM finally works. Temperature will be the test again because it is just about after lunch. I gotta put some insulation on the aluminum behind because you could hear the resonance of the vibration. But the car's running way smoother. The temperature is now going down in traffic. I was able to get my RFIDs actually the other day, and I need to get a aftermarket mirror so that I can just stick it on the glass. Happy so far. It's almost a car. The last few things I need to do is get the car tuned. We're gonna send it in for a dyno tune and hopefully get some flames. And then the last bit is to do the wide body kit. And I have the Pro Drive car as my peg for this car. Temperature to go up. So that's what I noticed. The oil goes up to 100 and then the coolant will also go up. So I don't know if I need a better oil cooler. At least the aircon remains a little cold. I would say it gets just a tad inefficient when the temperatures go up. Yeah, I can see the oil temperature is now 100. I do want to verify everything manually because these gauges are old, so they might be tired, they might be inaccurate. But from what I noticed, the oil temp shoots up, the coolant temp also shoots up. Based on the few days that I've been driving this car, that's actually still pretty low. What a ride. I really love old cars. Old cars you can really get to use and maximize, unlike newer cars. They're too fast. I do have a bunch of new cars and I want to get rid of them because I love older cars. We can tinker with the older cars and just makes more sense for me as a car builder and for the channel also because it's more entertaining. No burnout. There was someone sitting on the ground. Temperatures rising just from those revs. I do have another theory about the cooling issues of this car because they removed the cats and never tuned the engine. I have a feeling that the car is running lean, which makes it run hot, which is probably also the cause of the cooling, and the temperature is not going down anymore. We're in the maximum. This is the maximum temp that we should see. This is 115 if I'm not mistaken. Might as well go for gold.
Go for gold?
Go for gold.
All
Olympic
right.
team, baby. So our biggest issue is we can't put the air tank in the trunk because it's so hot. Like they touch the trunk floor, it is soaking with heat. So this car does have a muffler right at the back, and then that's in turn sending heat to the stainless or the aluminum floor, which is in turn heating up the whole trunk. I gotta solve that issue later on, but we're gonna do a sick display on the rear shelf because it's empty space, and we probably rock fitment also. So Marco's gonna do some hard lines. We're gonna convert it to super slim
bags.
Slim singles?
Yep.
No bellows?
No bellows.
Okay, it's gonna ride hard, but then again, it's gonna be more usable because at this point, like even going through Magallanes, I scraped the hump, so.
Especially when you're going through in our shop.
Yeah, so.
Chino Rosses.
At this point, it doesn't make sense, so we gotta bag it. Thanks, Marco.
Hey, welcome, boss. Thank you for trusting us.
We're back here in Elite, dropping off speakers for the MRS. MRS parked here. Targa's been test driven and hopefully okay na?
Hopefully.
Okay, well, I will try it on the way home. Part of the day problems.
Thank you, boss.
Salamat, get out of here. Hopefully, we've solved everything and yeah. Central lock doesn't work, so I'm gonna manually lock. super traffic again. I don't think it's sorted yet. I could feel when I hit the brake that there is a weird twitch. We need more speed for us to tell, but when I jam the brake, the steering does twitch. For now, we're gonna bring it home and then try to use it more in our area. Thinking maybe there, you can see there. I did notice a few things wrong with the car. There's a crack in the dashboard. The side view mirrors are loose, and I did bring home the 550 keys also, so that needs to get sent back to the shop.